Reem, can, can we get started, please? Can we get started? 6:30.
Please be seated. Good evening. President Fadlu Khouri, Vice President for Medical Affairs and the Raja Khouri Dean of the Faculty of Medicine, Dr. Raymond Sawaya, Associate Dean for Clinical Affairs and Chief Medical Officer, Dr. Pierre Sfair, Chief of Staff, Dr. Samir Alam, AUBMC Director, Mr. Joseph Ataye, faculty, resident and student inductees, parents, families, and friends. Welcome to the 2021 Gold Humanism Honor Society Induction Ceremony. I would like to invite Dr. Kamal Badr, Associate Dean for Medical Education and co-advisor of the Gold Humanism Honor Society, to deliver his introductory message.
Thank you, Zaina. And I would like to start by thanking Dr. Zaina Kanafani, my co-chapter advisor, for her fantastic work with students over the years and with her work with this society. And I want to welcome you all to this occasion. It's a very special occasion. And I'd like to do a little history first in regard to what honor societies are in medicine and the history of AUB with those. Very briefly, honor societies are established to recognize those that go beyond what is needed and do something extra in their fields. And in medicine, the oldest of these, we all know, is the Alpha Omega Alpha Honor Medical Society that was established in the United States a long time ago. And the Alpha Omega Alpha has about 132 chapters in the USA, and there's only one chapter outside the USA. And that's here at AUB. And I have with me here the certificate of incorporation of AUB into the Alpha Omega Alpha. And at that time, that was bestowed to a group of professors and of students. So I'm going to read you the names of some of the professors. Some of you, I'm sure Karam will know many of them, but some of you will also know others. So it says that the Alpha Omega Alpha Society, founded by Mr. William Ront, will the state of Illinois grants to professors Alfred Diab, George Fawaz, Calvin Plimpton, Susan Williamson, Musa Ghantus, and Philip Sahyun. These were the professors at the time. And the medical students were Ara Chava Darjian, Herand Khachatourian, Ali Fakhro, Fawzi Abu Samra, Raja Najib Khouri, and Farouk Saeed Abu Zahab. Did you know, Fadlu, that your dad was one of the students? So I think it's very, very apt that today as we initiate AUB as being not the only one, but one of 8 medical schools around the world to be awarded a chapter of the second most important honor society in medicine in the United States now, which is the Gold Humanism Honor Society. This society was established in 2002, and the purpose of it is to emphasize that we recognize medical students not just for being good in the science of medicine, but also in the art of medicine, and in being the physician to whom the patients would go, not because they know more about the mechanisms of disease, but because they are just nicer people. They care more about patients. They have more empathy. They understand patients. And so this has become a major theme of our medical curriculum and of our medical school over the past 10 years. So the impact curriculum, which we use to teach our students, and you're all familiar with it, has integrated within it in courses that run from Medicine 1 to Medicine 4, the so-called Patient, Physician, and Society courses, modules that all students take over the 4 years. And they deal with issues like art and medicine, narrative medicine, psychology of illness, bioethics and patient care, spirituality in medicine, palliative care, and the whole patient, as well as what we call caring spotlight experience, where students, they shadow a patient in year 1, and they shadow a nurse in year 2, and they get to learn about the human side of medicine. Now, in addition to the curriculum, we have been fortunate to have the Salim al-Hus program for bioethics and professionalism, which has contributed significantly to the extracurricular development of the importance of humanities and professionalism, and which has contributed also to the curricular portions of this message. And more recently, in 2017, we established AUB M-Cares, which is an organization that is founded in the Dean's office and has now galvanized students in all kinds of volunteer activities. It organizes these activities and vets the NGOs, and it has clinics now running almost every Saturday. We have free clinics. We have to keep asking the hospital director and others to allow us to come on Saturday, and they've been very graciously accepting to do that. And we have a fantastic volunteer army of medical students. I really want to thank them all. Many of them are here working in clinics like HEAL and Hillam and Gold and now and CARE and many others coming up. So we are delighted by this, and establishing the Gold Humanism chapter will complement, cement, and emphasize this culture of empathy in our medical school. And the mission of the Gold Foundation resonates with our vision for our institution. Becoming a chapter has inspired our students further by connecting them to other chapters around the world where peers are hard at work at creating a medical culture of compassion and caring. So thank you very much. I hope I didn't go off too much.
Thank you, Dr. Badr. We will now watch a welcome video from the Gold Humanism Honor Society to better explain the history and the functions of the society.
The Gold Humanism Honor Society was created to recognize exemplars of the kind of doctoring that we all want for ourselves.
What a pretty dress. Where did you get this dress?
What the Gold Humanism Honor Society does, it recognizes excellent students and faculty that have those characteristics of humanism. Why? Because we want every single student to realize that's a goal that you must try to achieve.
Good to see you this morning. It makes a stand and says, this is an important part of our medical curriculum.
You have to listen to and learn from your patients.
I have been a member of the Gold Humanism Honor Society for a year now and was elected by my classmates, which I think was probably the greatest honor of medical school.
After becoming a member of the Gold Humanism Honor Society,
I became exposed to mentors and national leaders in medicine that make humanistic medicine a frontline treatment in patient care.
It's not just one day I got this award and that's it, and I'll just look back on it and say thanks, but it's a constant reminder for the future.
Well, it's nice to talk with you.
Of how I want to be as a physician.
Okay, I understand.
The society serves as a model of what we're striving for. That you want to be the very best doctor you can be, and at the same time have this humanistic approach to interacting with patients. That's what the Honor Society is about.
I hope we can soon go back to the culture of handshaking. The handshake is a very crucial first step of communication with the patient, and it just starts this relationship, and I hope that we can soon go back to that. I would like now to introduce our keynote speaker for the evening. Dr. Raymond Sawaya is the Vice President for Medical Affairs and the Raja Khouri Dean of the Faculty of Medicine, effective October 1st, 2021. Dr. Sawaya earned his MD degree from Université Saint-Joseph in 1974, before he traveled to the United States for postgraduate training. Dr. Sawaya joined the Department of Neurosurgery at the University of Cincinnati College of Medicine and rose in the ranks until 1990, when he moved to Houston to establish the Department of Neurosurgery at the University of Texas MD Anderson Cancer Center. He then chaired the Department of Neurosurgery at the Baylor College of Medicine from 2005 until 2014. We are delighted to have him address us for the first time. Welcome.
Thank you, and good evening, everyone. It is a privilege and an honor to be asked to speak during this Gold Humanism Honor Society induction ceremony, the first gathering ever in person at AUB. Dr. Badr informed me that last year it was virtual, so this is the first time we get to see you, maybe to shake your hands. I don't know if COVID will allow us to do that. But first, let me commend our Associate Dean for Medical Education, Dr. Kamal Badr, for his successful efforts in making AUB Medical School one of only 8 schools worldwide outside the US to host a chapter of this distinguished honor society. Remarkable achievement. Dr. Badr, of course, is a pillar of our institution and a giant in medical education, and there is no doubt that it's his stature, coupled with AUB's excellence and reputation, that facilitated this unique accomplishment. Thank you to the Gold Honor Society for their message and for supporting us right here, many miles away, thousands of miles away. And my thanks also go to Dr. Zeina Kanafani, Assistant Dean, for planning and co-chairing this ceremony. Thank you very much. I know how much work that takes. So the Gold Humanism Honor Award holds a special place in my heart because of the qualities it embodies and what you have. Every applicant's file I have reviewed over the past many years, almost 20, as you heard, it was established in 2002. It piqued and heightened my attention and interest when I spotted among the candidates' awards this particular one. This is because, invariably, the awardees possess the superb qualities of dedication, professionalism, compassion, and empathy. Wow, what a combination of superb qualities, and great people like the Gold family have wanted to recognize that. And It's interesting. I've reviewed hundreds and hundreds of applications for either medical school or residency or fellowships. And of course, I look at their award and their accomplishment. Some prominent universities in the US don't have it. Stanford, for instance, the applicants say, our school doesn't have gold humanism. What a missed opportunity, because it really does spot the best among the students. So, in this heavily technologically oriented world, in fact, we're all technicians, whether it's computer or phone or whatever, we are technicians. And so we're all technicians, but that should definitely not mean that we are robots or automats. And that's the difference between a machine and a human being. We are very fortunate by choosing medicine as our calling to be introduced and sensitized to the humanistic values that the Gold Humanism Honor Society embodies. And you heard from our Associate Dean how much our school here introduces in its curriculum those values, the knowledge and the sensitivity to pick up and learn from. Let me take this opportunity to congratulate the 17 selected student members of Class 2022, the 4 residents, and the 4 faculty who are being honored here today. And to press on you that your work and your contributions to a humane society have just begun. Despite all your accomplishments, you just started. Your responsibilities now, more than ever, are to serve as role models and leaders in medicine by spreading a culture of humanism and altruism in the delivery of care. In other words, be true healers of the body, of the mind, of the soul. May God bless you in your service to others. Thank you.
Thank you, Dean Sawaya. Now, I would like to welcome President Fadl Khouri and invite him to deliver his address.
I'm going to skip my speech, just talk to you a little bit. First of all, thank you, Dean Sawaya. Thank you, Kamal. Thank you. You are a fantastic physician, and Zaina has taken care of many members of my family, and I would let her take care of all of them. So I think the ultimate privilege is when you trust people with the ones you love. And because you are more humanistic, because you are closer to people, you will have a wonderful career in medicine. Hippocrates said many years ago, and then the Romans, who stole everything from the Greeks, including their empire, said that the art is hard and life is short. Of course, they said it in many ways, but what Hippocrates meant to say is there's so much to learn and not enough time. But one thing that you can learn from the beginning is to care for the patients, to be humanists, to be role models. Many years ago, a patient of mine who had the misfortune to have me, of course it wasn't my fault, of course it was my fault, always be late for him. He had a very malignant form of thyroid cancer. Once said to me, "My time is more precious than your time, with all due respect, because I have less of it, much less of it." Arafat knows what I'm talking about. It was an eye-opener. Every time this patient would come see me, someone would bleed in the hospital, not in the brain. I never had to call Ray. A grant deadline would be overdue, and so we agreed on something. When I started to walk from the clinic building, from my office to the clinic, I would call his cell phone, so I would wait for him. Your patients, their best day is often far worse than your worst day. Try to always remember that. You have the qualities that have been picked up at an early age in medical school, in residency, in young careers like Karam's, that you are all being recognized as humanists and as human beings. Enjoy every moment of the voyage of medicine. Many of us, when asked again and again, would you do it? We would say absolutely every time over. We're proud of you. We look forward to your becoming our colleagues. Dr. Bedr, who says everything from the heart, and Dr. Kanafani have sweated a lot about you. We have role models like Salah, who said recently when asked when he would leave Lebanon, he will be here to the last breath. Take advantage of the great people who can teach you. We are here for you because you will make the wounds of people and of populations better. Congratulations.
Thank you, President Houri. We will now proceed with the distribution of the certificates and pins to the inductees. We have asked each inductee to choose a quote or a saying that inspires them in their daily work and that crystallizes what humanism in medicine is about. Upon calling each inductee to receive their certificate, you will see on the screen a picture of the inductee and the quote or saying that they have chosen. I would like to call upon VP Dean Sawaya and Associate Dean Badr to come up to the podium to deliver the certificates and the pins. Will the inductees please rise? We will start with the faculty inductees, Dr. Karam. Dr. Arafat Tfaili. Dr. Muna Nasrallah. Dr. Rima Hanna Wakim. for the resident inductees, Dr. Firas Kraidi, Dr. Yahya Tfaili, Dr. Rosanna Al-Eid in absentia, Dr. Faisal Tabbara, for the student inductees of the class of 2022, Ms. Mai Abyad, Ms. Hind Annan, Ms. Sahar Asi in absentia, Ms. Noor Ayoub, Ms. Dareen Dahir, Mr. George Dumat, Ms. Malika Al-Haj Hassan, Mr. Faris Fahd, Mr. Marwan Ghanem in absentia, Ms. Leah Habib, Ms. Rawan Hamoud, Mr. Bashar Hassan in absentia, Ms. Rula Aitani, Mr. Malik Nayfi Jr. Ms. Maryam Saad Eddin. Mr. Giorgio Tumiyi. And Mr. Cyril Zakka. Congratulations to all inductees, and thank you Congratulations to all inductees, and thank you for being role models for others to follow. We look forward to your future contributions in order to make humane medicine the only version of medicine that we practice here at AUB. I would like now to welcome Dr. Karam Karam, Clinical Professor of Obstetrics and Gynecology, to deliver his remarks on behalf of the inductees.
When Dean Sawaya said, "It's not the end of a career, you're just starting," I thought that he meant me. And this reminded me of the time when Al-Akhtar Al-Saghir was chosen to be أمير الشعراء بعد أحمد شوقي في احتفال في اليونسكو ببيروت أيام الزمن الجميل. قال الأخطل: "اليوم أصبحت لا شمسي ولا قمري، من ذا يغني على عود بلا وتر." حضرت رئيس الجامعة الدكتور فضل خوري، حضرت نائب رئيس الجامعة عميد كلية الطب الدكتور ريمون سوايا، حضرت وزير الصحة العامة الدكتور فراس الأبيض، حضرت نائب العميد الدكتور كمال بدر، أيها الأهل الكرام، أيها المكرمون، ما أحلى الرجوع إليك. ما أحلى الرجوع إليك كالعروس أنت، جدائلها من نور ومحياها قبس معرفة، ترفلين بثوب من علم خيط بأيد وهبت للأجيال فكرها، ورسمت على شطآن الأزرق تلاوينها، وغرفت من نهلها قطرة قطرة. هذه جامعتنا. سبحانها في بهاها ساوت وثقفت وأعطت، ونحن تلقنا ودرسنا وجهدنا وكبرنا ونجحنا وشخنا وتفرقنا وعدنا. ما أحلى الرجوع إليها. الأم هي بثناياها تحضننا وبذراعيها تضمنا، ومهما بعدنا ومهما نأينا تصل إلينا، تجمعنا، تروي عروقنا لنروي بها حلمنا وحلم أجيال عرفت الجامعة وعاشت بيروت قبلة الشرق ومنارة المتوسط. بيروت قالوا انمحت بيروت، قلت لهم هل تنمحي الشطآن في الجزر؟ ستظل صامدة ويرتحل الجنات، لا بد دون اليسر من عسر. أحلى الهوى أحلى الهوى أقساه، مطرقة أنت، أهذه سنة القدر؟ بيروت يا فرح الصبا، يا موسم الأحلام، يا عزا لك يغري. بيروت أغنية فرنح يا كمان، واطرب على الأنغام يا وتري. إلى أن أقول قالوا الحبيبة روم، قلت بلى، هي كلها بيروت في شعري. من قصيدة أسميتها إلى عاشقة اسمها بيروت. بيروت إن تشرذمت هذه الجامعة تجمعها، وإن كبت هذه الجامعة تنهض بها. بيروت إن تألمت هذه الجامعة تداويها، وإن بكت تكفكف دموعها وتبعث الحياة في أوصالها. هذا دورها، ما أحلى الرجوع إليها. قيل إذا أردت أن تزرع لسنة فازرع قمحا، وإذا أردت أن تزرع ل10 سنين فازرع شجرة، أما إذا أردت أن تزرع ل100 سنة فازرع إنسانا. هذه رسالة جامعتنا، أن تكون لهم حياة، وأن تكون حياة أفضل هي الإنسانية بذاتها. الإنسانية ألخصها بكلمتين: kindness and humility، وبالعربية لغناها بكلمة واحدة: الدعة. الدعة الدعة تعني اللطف والعطف والتواضع والسكينة والعطاء. فكروا معي، أما كانت الإنسانية أسعد لو أن استخدمنا عقولنا في عدم ارتكاب حماقات بدل أن نعمل على إصلاح حماقات ارتكبناها؟ من منا لم يرتكب حماقة؟ الأهم أن نتعلم منها ولا نكررها، والأسوأ أن نحكم من حمقى لا يرتكبون إلاها. والأسوأ أن نحكم من حمقى لا يرتكبون إلاها. قال غاندي: 7 أشياء تدمر الإنسان: المتعة بلا ضمير، الثروة بلا عمل، التجارة بلا أخلاق، العبادة بلا تضحية، المعرفة بلا قيم، العلم بلا إنسانية، والسياسة بلا مبادئ. نفسها الأشياء هذه طبقها حكامنا ومارسوها علينا فدمروا لبنان. أيها الإخوة، جامعة بيروت ولبناننا صنوان، أما الإنسانية فمن أجدر من الطبيب يجسدها، وحياة الإنسان وديعة بين يديه، ومن أحق منه أن يحمل لواءها، والإنسان دأبه وصحته أمانة في عنقه. من دونها يصبح كتابا مغلقا وأحرفا صامتة ورسالة بلا عنوان. لشبابنا أقول: فلتكن إنسانيتكم نبراسا ينيره العلم، الذي من دونها يبقى جمادا فاقد الروح، والطبيب بلا روح كزهرة بلا رائحة تذبل مع الأيام ولا يبقى ذكر لها. شكرا للجامعة التي احتضنتها واحتضنتنا، وأعطت الحياة بسخاء لنا ولأجيال سبقتنا وأجيال تأتي بعدنا. شكرا لكم وشكرا لها.
Thank you, Dr. Karam. I would like to ask the inductees to stand for the recitation of the Gold Humanism Honor Society oath. Please repeat it in your hearts, signaling your acknowledgement of and commitment to it. I pledge by all that I hold dear as a physician, I will care for my patients with compassion, respect, empathy, integrity, and clinical excellence. I will listen to my patients with my whole being. I will advocate for each patient as a unique individual. I will serve as a role model and mentor to promote humanism in healthcare. I will remember always the healing power of acts of caring. I will dedicate myself to joining with others to make healthcare optimal for all. Congratulations again. I would now like to ask the inductees to gather with the administration for the group picture and the audience to join us outside for a reception outside the hall. Thank you and good night.